chicken has what I believe is a respiratory infection. And you can tell by the way she's labored in her breathing. Just a little wheezing sound. So, we are going to treat her with homeopathy. There we go. Now ideally we want the antimonium crudum, however they didn't have it, so I ordered it and it should be here tomorrow. But for now, I'm going to show you how to give this. Alright, so we're going to start. There's 3 little tablets in the bottom of our cup here. And down her wings, that's alright. I'm going to put her right between my knees and just gently hold her there so she doesn't hurt herself or get them wet. Yeah, I know, right? Got our 3 in there. Gently hold their head. Open their beak. And we're dumping it in. Yeah, it's okay, it's okay. Yeah, it's harder than it looks. Okay, I got it open. I'm going to dump those in there. Make sure that she swallows them. See, she still has the one in her mouth. So wait for, there you go. Yeah. Oh, she swallowed it. Okay. So this is our little bark rock. Her name is Sweetie, and she's not feeling too great, but she's better than she was yesterday, so we're going to keep on this. What we've been treating her with is this remedy, if you can see it. It's called antimonium crudum. There we go. So what we're going to do, this is for the chickens, I'm not going to use this on people, so I'm just going to give it directly to her. I'm going to get 3 little balls in the bottom. You can kind of see they're just really tiny little pebbles. So she's not going to choke on them or anything. Alright, I'm going to tuck her between your knees so that she's safe. It's okay. And we're going to open her little mouth. It's harder than it looks. Okay? It's okay. It's okay. Oh yes. So the feistiness is actually encouraging because I treated her last night and she wasn't fighting me at all. Alright. There we go. It's okay. Alright. Try and get her beak open. There we go. There we go. Mostly I just want her safe. I don't want to hurt her beak or anything. There we go. Okay, we got it. I'm going to pop those in there. Dropped one. That's okay. Pick it up off the ground. There, you're not supposed to touch them, but I think it's fine. And then when she opens, we'll just stick it in there. There we go. Alright. I think maybe we dropped another one, but she got most of it. Anyways. You can see she's looking better. Next, I'm going to do this. RX. VetRX. It's very highly rated. It's supposed to be warm, so I have it in a warm mug of water here. I'm going to shake it. And put a little bit on your hand. And then you just put it on your comb. It's okay. And their waddles. And you want to put it right on their beak. Some people say you can put it in their mouth too. I've just been putting it, and then you can put a little bit more if you want under their wings, because when they sleep, I guess they put their head under their wings. All right, so there's that. Okay. You can still hear she's a little rough, but she's not as bad as she was yesterday. So we're gonna keep going with this, and we'll see how she does. She's already a gentle hen, but even this is a bit subdued for her. About a tablespoon of raw garlic in with her feed. And then for her water, what should we do? This is about a quart. And we're going to take sugar. I'm going to take a half a teaspoon of sugar, put it in there for her. There you go. Dump that in. We're going to take about an eighth of a teaspoon of salt. This is a 4th teaspoon, so I'm just going to fill it halfway of the salt. Oh, it's sticking out. There we go. Alright. So there's that. Put that in there for her. We're also going to do the apple cider vinegar. I'm actually going to do 1 full teaspoon of that for her water. There we go. There we go. And then let her drink it and eat it and recover as best she can. So as we all know, if one chicken gets it, the rest are sure to follow. She's quarantined right now, but they all share the same food and they all share the same water. So she was most likely infected before she even showed symptoms, in which case, to try and help the rest of them out here, we are going to go ahead and put some garlic in their food to try and boost their immunities. We have a little helper here. They love this stuff. I'm not sure what about it is that, but they just love it. I put some in here yesterday when I first noticed her having symptoms. I usually try and put a little bit of garlic powder in with their grain mix here. I haven't been doing that, but I think, you know, coupled with the hot summer and everything, it just kind of took its toll on a lot of them. But that's okay. Also, as a preventative measure, we're going to take our same remedy, the antimonium crudum, and I'm going to put 4 little capsules right in their water there. The entire bucket here has been treated with apple cider vinegar, salt, and a little bit of sugar in there just to boost their immunities, basically chicken Gatorade. They have no problems coming and helping me out. See how they go nuts for that garlic? It's so good for them. And I'm glad that they eat it because it makes treating them that much easier. It is now evening time. I don't know that I noticed that much difference in the noise she's making, but I've notably seen her drink her water, and we gave her some beans and frozen veggies along with her garlic in her feed earlier, and she notably ate that. So that makes me happy to see that she's still healthy and thriving, because it's really helpful when they have a will to live. However, it is time to treat her again, and as you see earlier, that can be challenging, so we'll see how this goes. Okay, please note that I'm not a medical professional. I'm just trying to do what works for us and our little flock here. I'm not going to be using this remedy on people, though it can be used on people and animals. I bought it for them. It was about $5. But rather than dosing directly from the cap, which could contaminate things, I'm using a spoon. I have learned something, so that's good. We're going to try and get these in her. The hard part with this remedy is the administering it to them, because while she's a gentle chicken, you can see that she's not a fan. It can go directly in their water. If that is the case, I prefer to give it to them specifically. So, what you looking at? So we're going to try and do that. First off, her safety is important. I don't want to hurt her beak or her neck or anything like that. They're tougher than you give them credit for, but be gentle. So properly subduing them is often helpful. There we go. Okay, so I've got her properly tucked in here. I'm going to open her mouth. I've got her held securely, but not too tightly. There we go. There we go. Did we get them all? And there we have it for that remedy. Okay, now we're going to do the VetRX. What is that? Shake it real good, because that's what you're supposed to do. I'm going to put a little bit in my hand here. We can get some out. There we go. It's kind of hard to squeeze. It is warm. That's okay. Put it on her wattles. Hi. Oh, yes. Oh, there was a sneeze. That's okay. Put it on your comb. Be careful not to get it in their eyes, just because I feel like that would be uncomfortable. No, we don't want oil in our eyes. It's mostly oil-based. Alright, I have some on my hands. I'm going to go ahead and rub it underneath her wings here for her. There we go. Oh yes, such a pretty girl. Say hi, sweetie. Yeah, show them how much. And I'm hoping by morning that we can have this whole breathing, wheezing thing fully under control. I am going to treat her for 48 hours just as a precaution because, you know, in theory, you just keep treating them until they're better. And this isn't an antibiotic. It's not something that can hurt them, in which case, do it as needed and know that it's safe for them and us as people that are handling them and loving them and you know, taking in their eggs and things. So we'll check back with her in the morning. Well, good morning. This is our little sweetie consuming breakfast. She's actually doing really well. It's hard to hear her breathing while she's eating, but I've been keeping an eye on her. She's definitely been having breaks where about 30 minutes and I won't hear any wheezing. And then it'll kind of come back a little bit. We first discovered this Wednesday. So I treated her Wednesday afternoon when I found her wheezing, and then Wednesday evening, Thursday morning, and Thursday evening, of course. And this is Friday morning, and she's doing really well. I was going to try and let her out of the crate here to get some exercise, just because that's always good, but she seems pretty busy, so maybe I'll come back later and let her back out. I don't know how effective this would be if you had a bunch of chickens, or if your chickens were maybe a little more free-spirited. But it's working for us, and so we're going to keep doing it. I'm very happy with these results because honestly, Wednesday night I wasn't sure where we were at. She was pretty bad off. She looks really good. So this is Friday in the afternoon. I just came out to check on her. She's maybe a little droopy in her wings, but she seems alert. It's a little warm out here compared to this morning. There you go, she just got up. I'm gonna let her out to get some exercise because I think that's important. Honestly, I'll stop talking for a minute so you can hear her. She's no longer opening her mouth or gasping or anything like that. And that makes me really happy. I think I'm going to keep her in here. Like I said, everybody else has already been exposed. So as far as, you know, infecting the flock or whatnot, I'm not worried about quarantining her for 7 days or whatnot. So I'll probably keep her in here tonight just to give her one more treatment. And then I think I'll give her back to the flock because I know chickens don't really like to be alone. Though she's very calm. I think, you know, final thoughts on this treatment. Was it effective? She may have gotten over it on her own, but I am always an advocate for helping out if we can, just because I don't want to watch her suffer. She sounded really bad. So, you know, did it make a difference or did it not? That's always the question. And you can't know that unless, you know, you're willing to just see what happens. But there's no known antibiotic that I could find that doesn't have an egg withdrawal period. And I did read that once you treat your chickens with antibiotics, you're no longer supposed to market the eggs as organic. I don't know if that's true. We don't plan on selling our eggs, and them being organic is not that critical to me. But I am grateful for alternate ways that are not, you know, potentially harmful to anybody that is consuming the eggs, because we do feed them to our dogs and children and all of that. So that is the continuation and the wrap up with the Sweetie respiratory virus. I think she kicked it, guys. It helps when they have a will to live, and she had a will to live, and I think she's going to be with us, well, for hopefully years to come. As she, fitting towards her name, she is a sweetie.